Okay, we're about to get into the answer to the question that we've been grappling with since even before Pesach time, and that is, how is it possible that somebody's free will could do something in this world that HaKadosh Baruch Hu did not decree is going to happen? How could I make a decision to hurt somebody if Hashem didn't decree that this person should get hurt? How could I cause somebody a financial loss if in the heavens it was never decreed that there's going to be a financial loss to this person? And so Rav Tatz has been bringing proofs back and forth throughout different areas in Tanakh and different ideas of Jewish thought, where it seems pretty clear that on one hand we believe that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is the one that is affecting everything in the universe, and all of that which is happening in my life is underneath His jurisdiction and the decrees that He is bringing to me. On the other hand, it does seem that there are sources and things that have taken place over the history of the world and the Jewish people, where people's actions, even though they are ulterior of what HaKadosh Baruch Hu has in mind, their actions could come and have an impact and effect on my life in ways that perhaps Hashem Himself did not decree or even want. So we begin over here in the Chumash, because one of the greatest displays of this is a story of Yosef and his brothers, and the commentary of the Or HaChaim HaKadosh on these words. Let's remember, in the beginning of Parshas Vayeshev, Yosef has all these dreams, and his dreams are very fascinating dreams where he's claiming that although that he is the youngest of the brothers, that all the brothers are going to bow down to him, and he's going to be the king, he'll be the leader. Not only the brothers, but the father is also going to end up bowing. Yaakov Avinu, the great Yaakov, is also going to bow down to his son Yosef. The brothers are very distraught by these dreams, and they, deep down, they don't want to admit that these dreams are true. So they begin harboring a lot of animosity and jealousy towards their brother, and they come up with this plan that they're going to kill Yosef. Right? Yosef is coming to visit them, and it says like this: V'yomer ish el achiv. So the brothers said to themselves, Hine bala chalomes halazeh, oh, look who's coming, the dreamer is coming, here comes Yosef. V'yatu l'chu v'nargehu, let's go and kill him. V'nashlechu b'yachad b'aboros v'amarnu chayi roach al sehu, let's kill him. We'll throw him into one of these pits that's around here, and we'll say that a wild animal ended up devouring him. V'nira ma'yu chalomosav, and then we'll see what happened with his dreams. He has a dream that one day he's going to be the leader, and we're all going to bow down to him. So let's kill him. Let's get him out of the way over here, and we'll prove that his dreams are false. Vayishma Reuven hears what the brothers are saying. V'yatzilehu miyadam. Now these are the key words over here. And Reuven saved Yosef miyadam, from their hands. Reuven saved Yosef from the hands. We can't kill this man. And Reuven says, Al tishbechu dam, don't spill blood. Rather, throw him into the pit, asher b'midbar, that's in the wilderness. Don't send out your hand against him. He saved Yosef miyadim, from their hands, in order to return Yosef eventually to his father. So you have a pasuk over here. On one hand, it says the brothers, they concoct this scheme. They're going to kill Yosef, and they say the reason we're killing Yosef is because we want to prove that his dreams are false. So they're devising this plan. Hashem's not devising the plan to kill Yosef. Yosef is a tzaddik. Yosef one day is going to go on to become the king of the second in command of Egypt. He's going to be the one that saves the Jewish people from the famine, the whole world from the famine, and he's going to be the one that is the link in the chain from his father Yaakov to the Jewish people. Hashem doesn't want him to die; he wants him to live. But the brothers come along and they come up with this scheme. They're going to kill Yosef so we can get rid of him in all of his dreams. Comes along Reuven and he saves them miyadam from their hands, which means that it seems to be that their hands were going to commit this crime. They're going to kill their brother. But Reuven came along exactly at the right time and he said, no, we can't kill Yosef. Let's throw him into the pit that is filled with scorpions and snakes. And if in fact there is a divine decree on our brother Yosef that he deserves to die, we'll let the scorpions and we'll let the snakes take care of it. But we, God forbid that we should be responsible for his death. How can we do such a thing to our brother? So now the Orach Chaim HaKadosh writes over here these following words. Let's see if we can make it through everything over here. V'nishlechehu, let's throw him into the pit. Perush, shekishlichuhu bebores min astam. Fine, that's not the one I'm looking for. No. Okay, let's go from here. Let's take our brother, let's kill him, and then we'll see what happens to all of his dreams. His dreams are gone. They wanted to, their intention was to prove that everything that Yosef said in his dreams are all false. And therefore they wanted to prove, when we'll kill him, it'll be a sign that he came up with these ideas all by himself, and he was lying the whole time. His dreams were false. So we want to kill him to prove that his dreams are false. However, comes along Reuven and says, no, you can't kill him. Now here are the famous words of the Orach Chaim. Perush. Lefisha adam bal bechira, since that man is a bal bechira, which means he has free will, v'ratzon, in his own desire, v'yachol lahareg mi shalei nischayev misa, and a person who has free will is able to come along and kill somebody, even if in heaven it was not decreed that they should be killed. On the other hand, wild animals, a wild animal will never be able to kill another human being unless there was a decree in heaven that this person deserves to be killed by the wild animal. A human being has what's called Bechira, they have free will. And therefore, if I want to take matters into my own hand, and I want to go kill somebody, even if HaKadosh Baruch Hu didn't decree that this person should be killed, I'm allowed to do such a thing. Because I have Bechira. Said Reuven, we can't kill him. We don't know that HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants him dead. And then maybe you're going to be responsible for killing someone that doesn't deserve to die. So therefore, what should we do? Let's take him. We'll throw him into the pit. In that pit over there, there's scorpions and snakes. Now, if Yosef deserves to die, that means that the death sentence on his head, HaKadosh Baruch Hu will let one of the snakes or the scorpions bite him and kill him, and that's a heavenly decree. But Chas v'Shalom, we should use our Bechira, our free will, to go and kill our own brother? How's that going to look in the Torah for all of eternity? We can't do such a thing. So miyatzilehu miyadam, Yosef saved, Reuven saved Yosef from the hands of his brothers. Ubezeh. And that's what it means in the pasuk. Reuven came along and he saved Yosef from their hands. Perush, what does that mean? Miyad ha-bechiri. He saved them from the hands of the brothers that have Bechira. They could have done it. They were ready. The knife was already brandished. They were ready to go and kill him. Reuven comes along and says, no, I can't let you do such a thing. You can't use your Bechira to kill our brother Yosef because he might not deserve to die. Maybe the dreams are true. Maybe HaKadosh Baruch Hu has another plan. Maybe we're going to see in the future what's going to happen. So hold your knives off. Don't kill your brother. Let's leave it up to Hashem. Now you're angry, you're upset with Yosef, he's bothering you, your hatred, you have jealousy, whatever it is. So he was able to push off the brothers and say, you know what, let's not kill him, but you still want to see if he deserves the death penalty? Throw him into the pit. If he goes into the pit and the scorpions bite him and they inject their poison and he dies, then you know HaKadosh Baruch Hu wanted him to die. If he comes out alive, then you know that HaKadosh Baruch Hu didn't want him to die. And I saved you from doing a terrible avera.
So is it only animals he could have done this with, or could he, the brothers have tied him to a railway track, and if the train kills him, it kills him? So
No, that would still be in the hands of man. That would still be if I tie somebody up to a railway track, and there's a train and there's a train that's coming,
or maybe come.
and there's a train. I know that it has to be. I know that there's a train that's coming, and I know that there's a train coming. So I put him in the place to get killed.
But you put him in the pit where he can't get out. So because he could.
So okay, so the Gur Aryeh, the Maral writes over here. What do you? They threw him into a pit with snakes and scorpions. That's impossible. If the pit is filled with snakes and scorpions, for sure he's going to die. So then it's again the same thing that they threw him in there with their own hands, and they chose to kill him. So he writes, no, that the pit was sparsely populated with snakes and scorpions, but it just takes one snake to bite. So it's possible that Yosef would be able to defend himself in that case, but it's also possible that Hashem would let one of them end up biting him. Ki Bechira, these are the words. Ki Bechira tibatel hadavar. Bechira, one's free will can nullify the davar, can nullify the thing that is there itself. Their Bechira could have canceled out Yosef. What do we live in, the cancel culture? Yeah, you don't like something, just cancel him out. Just swipe him away. Just get rid of him. Says the Or HaChaim, the same thing. One's Bechira could cancel somebody out of this world if they choose to do it. It's not a decree in Shemaim. It's not a heavenly decree that such a thing should happen. I can take it into my own hands. Ve'ein raya im yarguhu ki sheker dibur. And therefore, if they killed Yosef, this is what he's saying over here. If the brothers would have killed Yosef, Reuven was convincing them, it doesn't prove anything that his dreams were false. You're angry with Yosef right now because he came up with these dreams. He says he's going to be the king. So you want to kill him to prove the dreams won't come true. What's the proof? You took matters into your own hand and you killed him. Maybe HaKadosh Baruch Hu really wants the dreams to come true, but you have Bechira, so you have the ability to kill somebody. So Reuben said, you want to know if the dreams are true or not? Let's throw him into the pit. And let's see what HaKadosh Baruch Hu does. If the scorpion bites him on his toe and injects the poison and he ends up dying, or the snake latches into him and puts his venom in there, so then we know HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants him to be dead, and that's a decree in Shemaim, and the dreams are false, fine. But if you do it, what's the proof? You're gaining absolutely nothing. So we're not going to go into the details because Rav Tatz now is going to speak at length about this. But what the Or HaChaim is introducing over here is this concept that a man has Bechira, has free will, and your Bechira could be in direct conflict with the Ratzon of Hashem. Because think about it. At the end of the day, the snake doesn't bite Yosef, the scorpion doesn't bite Yosef. At the end of the day, they whisk him out of the pit and they sell him down as a slave down to Mitzrayim, down to Egypt. And Yosef goes on to live and prosper and become a leader and save the whole world. So that means that the brothers, if they would have killed Yosef at that time, their Bechira would have detonated the real Gezer that HaKadosh Baruch Hu wanted in the world, which is that Yosef should become the king. So the Or HaChaim is saying, fascinating, very deep idea, your Bechira is very powerful. It's so powerful, you could go against Hashem. That's a scary thing. So fortunately for Klal Yisrael, Reuven was there and he saved the brothers from making the biggest mistake in the history perhaps in the history of the Chumash. Because if you kill Yosef, that's it. The whole world falls apart at that point. There's going to be a famine. No one's there to save them. The whole world starves. Maybe the brothers would have starved. That would be the end of the Jewish people. So Reuven used his Bechira to override the Bechira of the brothers. and he was much more in line with the Ratzon, with the will of Hashem, and he saved Yosef Atzadik. So that's the beginning of our discussion, and we'll pick up next week, Be'ez Hashem. Yes?